the longest Mr. D is, the size of Mr. D does not matter when it comes to what? When it comes to intercourse. So I want to respond to this particular question right here. This guy wants to know what is the maximum size of Mr. D. Okay, now, as I said earlier on, when it comes to what? When it comes to intercourse, the size of Mr. D does not matter. But first, let me respond to this particular question. So, according to studies and research that has been done, the average size of Mr. D is that is between 1.6 inches up to 10.2 inches. Okay, so the smallest Mr. D, okay, so the smallest Mr. D is 1.6 inches, but the longest Mr. D is 10.2 inches. Okay, so when we are talking about the average size, so it could be ranging between 5 inches up to 6 inches. So it's basically taking the 1.6 and 10.6, then finding the in between, that is 5 to 6 inches. That is the average. That is according to study. But that does not mean that the size of Mr. D matters when it comes to what? When it comes to intercourse. It does not matter. It could be this size, and when you're having your intercourse with your partner, they are satisfied, or both of you are satisfied. It could be this big, okay, and when you're having intercourse with your partner, both of you are satisfied. Or it could be this big and none of you is satisfied, or your partner is not satisfied. Okay, so what matters when it comes to what? When it comes to intercourse, what actually matters is the techniques that you are using. So of course, the technique, the communication between the two of you, and if both of you are comfortable doing what? If both of you are comfortable doing it. Okay, so the techniques, okay, you can basically maneuver inside your partner, or when you're having whatever you're having, or the intercourse that you're having, you can maneuver inside there and both of you will be satisfied. So once again, the size of Mr. D does not matter. What matters is how comfortable the two of you are, okay, how the techniques that you're using, the communication that both of you are having. Okay, but we were to answer that particular guy. So the smallest is 1.6 inches, the longest or the biggest is 10.2 inches, and the average is about between 5 to 6 inches. But remember, the what? The size does not do what? The size does not matter. Please make sure that you're sharing. And men, by the way, you can actually measure by yourself, whether you're using a tape measure or whatever, you can actually measure just to know your size. But remember, when you're measuring, your Mr. D should be what? Should be standing, not when it is flaccid, okay? When it is standing, you can actually use a tape measure and do what? You can actually use a tape measure and measure your size.